Here's the cold truth. Most people will live through this bull market and walk away with less than they started, not because crypto doesn't work, but because they repeat the same behaviors that blew up portfolios in 2017 and 2021. If you're waiting for the market to do 2021 again, you're setting up to join the 99%. In this video, I'm handing you the playbook the top 1% use to compound gains while everyone else panic buys tops and holds through collapses. Stick around to the end, because the final point is the difference between sleeping well and waking up to a zeroed account. Let's start with the biggest leak: fake diversification. Owning 5 AI coins isn't diversification, it's concentration with extra steps. Crypto moves in narrative waves. DePIN surges together, then AI, then RWAs, then gaming, then L1s, L2s, then US-centric, policy-friendly names. When one tide rolls in, boats in that harbor rise together. The pros position across narratives, so something in their stack is almost always catching a bid. That's exactly why a DePIN mover like Ether can pump while your AI basket chops. Different seasons, different wins. Build exposure across a few strong narratives so you can harvest winners and rotate into laggards instead of sitting there hoping your one theme wakes up. Next is timing your buys like a gambler. Deploying your entire stack in one shot because price ran 5% is the fast lane to regret. Dollar cost averaging is boring and undefeated. Split capital into tranches. Put a slice to work today, schedule more on time or price triggers, and welcome red candles like coupons. Your job isn't to buy the bottom. Your job is to build a sensible average so you can survive volatility and still be there for the trend. Then there's FOMO, the market's oldest trap. Green candles light up dopamine. CT starts calling for $500,000 Bitcoin and the next Solana, and suddenly you feel elate. That feeling is usually a proximity alarm to a local top. Flip your instincts. Red days are for buying, green days are for planning. If you can't explain in one sentence why this entry is better than last week's, you're chasing heat, not edge. Profit taking is where adults get paid and dreamers get humbled. Every bull ends. If you don't sell on the way up, the market sells for you on the way down, with interest. You don't have to nuke positions, ladder them. Pre-plan partial exits at plus 100%, plus 200%, plus 300% from your average, and automate where you can. This simple mechanic forces discipline, pays you along the way, and still leaves a runner in case the trend overshoots. I've ridden a multi-six-figure portfolio to dust before. You don't need that lesson the hard way. None of this works without your own research. Watching a video, even this one, is a starting line, not due diligence. Build a 15-minute daily loop, CoinMarketCap page for each holding to scan news and integrations, the project's official channels for updates, one evangelist account for deep dives, and one multi-asset analyst to keep you honest when the news is bad. Create a crypto-only X feed so your scrolling turns into signal. When conviction is rented from influencers, you'll sell lows and buy highs. When conviction is earned, you'll buy dips and sell into strength. Zoom out and respect the macro. Altcoins live at the far end of the risk curve, so they need a risk-on backdrop. The copper-to-gold ratio is a cheat code. When copper outperforms gold, global liquidity is expanding, and historically that's when alts rip versus Bitcoin. Both series bled from late 2021. As that ratio bases and turns up, the probability of face-melting rotation rises. Until then, accumulate intelligently, curate narratives, and protect capital. Here's the portfolio lifesaver: custody and exchange risk. Don't warehouse your entire net worth on a single centralized exchange. FTX proved that too big to fail is a fairy tale. Long-term bags belong in hardware wallets, your keys, your coins. Trading stacks should be spread across multiple venues so a single failure doesn't end your cycle. Diversify exchanges the way you diversify narratives. Let's cement the plan. Build narrative diversification so you always have exposure to what's working. Accumulate via DCA and stop trying to time perfection. Treat FOMO as a contrarian indicator and use green days to plan, not chase. Pre-program profit ladders so you get paid on the way up. Do a daily 15-minute research loop so conviction is yours, not borrowed. Track macro risk on signals like copper versus gold to map when alt-season probability spikes. And custody like a pro, hardware for holds, multiple exchanges for rotation. This bull run will mint fortunes and vaporize them, often in the same few weeks. It's not financial advice, but it is survival advice. If you follow this playbook, you won't need a miracle, you'll need patience. Tap like if you're taking the disciplined route this cycle. Subscribe with the bell so you catch the next narrative shift early, and drop a comment with the narrative you're most convicted in right now. DePIN, AI, RWAs, gaming, or base layer throughput. Let's build wealth like the 1%, on purpose.